The 7 members of BTS just took over Netflix, and if you were online this weekend, you probably saw the entire internet losing its mind. But here's the thing. While most people expected a simple concert special, what actually happened in Seoul was something much bigger, and it has fans around the world hitting replay over and over again. So what exactly went down during BTS's first group live performance in over 3 years, and why is the entire fandom still talking about it days later? This weekend, the K-pop supergroup made their highly anticipated return to the global stage with a Netflix Live event titled BTS The Comeback Live Arirang. Broadcast from Seoul's historic Gwanghwamun Square, it marked the group's first full group performance since completing their mandatory military service. The event was announced just weeks ago, but anticipation had been building for months, with fans eager to see all 7 members, RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, back together on stage. The production was massive. Over 1,000 crew members, 23 cameras, and a 50-foot LED stage set against the backdrop of the Joseon-era Gyeongbokgung Palace. It was the first time a pop concert had ever been held in that square, a location chosen deliberately to reflect the themes of their new album, Arirang. The album itself is a tribute to Korean identity, drawing from traditional folk music and national treasures, including the historic Divine Bell of King Songdek. For BTS, this wasn't just a comeback show. It was a statement about who they are and where they come from. The concert kicked off with Body to Body, the opening track from Arirang, and quickly moved through new songs like Hooligan, 2.0, and Aliens before mixing in hits like Butter and Mic Drop. The group closed with Dynamite and the fan favorite Microcosmos, leaving the crowd of tens of thousands in Seoul and millions watching at home, completely captivated. But even with all the spectacle, there was one moment that shifted the tone of the entire night. Early in the show, fans noticed that leader RM was performing while wearing an ankle boot. According to a statement from their label, Big Hit Music, RM had injured his ankle during rehearsals just 2 days before the event. Despite the injury, he chose to participate, using a stool at the front of the stage as his home base for much of the performance. The statement from the label explained that while there would be limitations to his performance, RM wanted to connect with ARMY and the audience, and that he would do his utmost to deliver his best. And that's exactly what he did. Throughout the show, he remained engaged, energetic, and visibly committed, even performing while seated or standing in place. That moment became a major point of conversation online. Fans expressed concern for his health, while also praising his dedication. Social media platforms were flooded with clips of RM performing from the stool, and within hours, searches related to RM injury and is RM injured were trending across multiple countries. The conversation wasn't just about what happened, but about the pressure artists face to perform despite physical setbacks. Public reaction to the show has been layered. On one hand, the response from ARMY has been overwhelmingly supportive. Many fans have described the performance as emotional and historic, celebrating the group's return after a 3-year hiatus. The choice to perform at Gwanghwamun, the use of traditional Korean imagery, and the album's deep connection to Korean culture have been praised as meaningful and authentic. Fans have also highlighted the group's professionalism, especially RM's decision to push through his injury. On the other hand, some critics and fans have raised questions about whether performing while injured sends the wrong message. In an industry known for demanding physical perfection, some have pointed out that allowing an artist to perform with a significant injury, especially one that limits mobility, reflects a larger issue of prioritizing spectacle over well-being. Others have noted that while RM's commitment was admirable, it also highlights how difficult it is for artists to step back, even when they're injured. There's also been discussion around the production itself. The event marked Netflix's first ever live stream of a standalone concert, and the scale was unprecedented. Directed by Hamish Hamilton, the veteran behind Super Bowl halftime shows and the Oscars, the broadcast aimed to make viewers at home feel like they were standing in that square. And for the most part, it succeeded. The audio was crisp, the camera work was immersive, and the cultural significance of the location was captured in a way that felt intentional and respectful. But even with the technical success, the conversation has remained focused on the human element. BTS has always been a group that emphasizes connection with their fans, and this comeback was no exception. Jimin's words to the crowd, "We are finally here, and we are seeing you again," captured the emotional weight of the moment. J-Hope declared from the stage that BTS 2.0 is just getting started, while Jin thanked the fans for waiting. That sense of reunion is what makes this event resonate beyond just the music. For fans who followed the group through their solo projects and military service, this performance was a long-awaited reunion. And for a group that has spent years breaking barriers in the music industry, the choice to return with an album rooted in cultural identity is significant. It suggests that even as they expand their global reach, they are doubling down on their origins. Now, with the Netflix special still fresh, BTS is preparing for their first US performances in nearly 4 years. They're scheduled to perform at a Spotify event and will appear on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon later this week. That means the conversation around the group isn't going to slow down anytime soon. So what does all of this mean moving forward? For BTS, this comeback is being positioned as the start of a new chapter. The group has proven they can still pull off a massive global event, and they've done so while maintaining the connection with their fan base that made them a global phenomenon in the first place. But the conversation around RM's injury also raises real questions about artist health, industry expectations, and whether the pressure to deliver a perfect moment is ever worth the physical cost. And that's where the conversation stands right now. Fans are still watching, still analyzing, and still celebrating. But they're also asking questions about what BTS 2.0 really looks like and whether it comes at a price. What do you think? Was RM's decision to perform despite the injury a sign of dedication? Or does it highlight a bigger issue in the entertainment industry? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.